Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are kind of taking our very first look at the brand new Split Destroyer. But with a caveat. This is not my gameplay. This is community replay sent in by my friend Tiger, and I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description below because you guys know that's how it is. Anytime somebody sends me a video, I usually give them a shout out if they have a channel. So, with all of that being said, I don't know anything about this ship. I have not looked into any of the new ships, really. So, we're just going to be kind of like seeing what's going on in this match and then commentating on that. Right off the bat, he's on Tears of the Desert, pretty standard. 3 destroyers per side. We know this thing is more of a gunboat, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see how well the guns actually perform. It's quite a few destroyers and a couple of cruisers, but a lot of battleships to potentially farm as well. If you guys have ever seen me play like the Friesland, it's one of those ships like anytime I play a gunboat, this is the way I play it. My primary role as a gunboat is simple. Now, you do see that this does appear to have 2, is it triple launch torp tubes? Looks like it could be triple launchers. But, I digress. Anytime I play a gunboat destroyer, my first job is to find the closest destroyer to me and remove him. Simple as that. So, very first thing I usually try to do is go forward and find the destroyer, prepare to take them out. I apologize. It's early in the morning. It's 6:30 a.m. currently. But right out the gate, we are located. So there is somebody nearby. There is a cruiser off to our right. I can't really make out what it is. But there are 2 battleships out here that are ready to... Oh my god, it's an Ostrioland. Oh, we have a Pan-Euro versus Pan-Euro battle. Who's going to win? Old ship or new ship? Now, obviously, a little bit premature on the radar here, but what do I know? Either way, we have smoke, he does not. We have radar, he does not. Meaning, once we go dark, he can't shoot us anymore. He has no choice but to run. Now, there we get a better hit on him. You can see the guns are pretty good. Very fast reload as well as seemingly hard-hitting guns. And again, I've not looked into what they are, but it seems to have very good fire rate, seems to have everything at your disposal. It's got an engine boost, it's got a radar, it's got smoke. Having smoke and radar is kind of a cheat code, I'll be real honest. It's not a huge duration smoke screen, but it is enough that we can use this to start terrorizing the Bismarcks. Now, he has a couple of Bismarcks completely, well, one of them's fully broadside, the other one's not. But you can see he's not really getting a lot of fires. Kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, Akazuki for me. Like, I struggle to get fires in Akazuki as we narrowly miss out on getting torqued. But with these guys broadside, one thing I would like to see Tiger do here is switch over to AP. There's no reason for him to continue to shoot HE at these guys when most of the shells are shattering. I say most, he's got 52 hits. Most of them are definitely not shattering. But when you have somebody broadside, even if it's a battleship, you should be able to deal significantly more damage, especially with this kind of DPM, significantly more damage with the AP. However, getting the torp hit and the flood on the Bismarck is huge. Now, a single flood doesn't hurt nearly as much as the old flood used to, but it's still a flood. It's still damage over time while you're also burning, so he's in trouble. And that's when the Asasio decides to open up and start shooting from basically max range for an Asasio. But that's a really silly engagement for an Asasio. Like, you're not getting anything out of it. Now, as you can see, one Bismarck completely down, and we took pretty much all of his health. Right? Like, I don't think our cruisers really did much in the way of damage there. And so we've taken all the health off of one Bismarck, essentially. We've gotten all of the health off of their destroyer that was over here. And there's an Asasio nearby. Now, the Helena is starting to creep over a little bit closer, and that could spell problems. But the Helena's going to find it difficult to land at 13 kilometers on a destroyer, especially if that destroyer starts dodging. But I digress. As we turn away, we're just trying to protect ourselves from taking too much damage here. You got the secondaries of the Bismarck. He should be pretty much out of range of those by now. If not, any moment, they should stop firing. But the Helena's not closing the distance. That's probably for two reasons. One, like, he knows that we have teammates, right? There are 2 cruisers in the cap right now that would be able to crossfire the Helena if the Helena decided to come after us. Bismarck decides that we're the biggest threat, or the only target that he can actually shoot at. But Tiger immediately slows down, only takes a single round, hits him in the turret, knocks his turret out. He immediately repairs that and gets back to gunning. But you can see just the absurd fire rate and what it's capable of as we've put up to 120,000 damage already. And that's basically all with guns. Now, we did get some flooding damage in there too, so it's not all guns and fires. But we've only gotten 6 fires in this match. We've got 120,000 damage. That's pretty crazy. But again, Bismarck, not the scariest thing in the world for a destroyer. Unless maybe you're point blank and they've got their secondary enhancement and it's a full secondary build. But at these ranges, I mean, once again, we've pretty much taken most of the health, if not all of the health, off of this Bismarck. Because you don't see anybody else shooting at it, right? Like, it's just us. 140,000 damage and counting. Is somebody going to snipe the kill before he dies? Like, the Bismarck did heal a little bit here, but it's just a matter of time. And... oh, the Abruzzi comes around and snipes our kill. That's frustrating. And you can see Tiger letting him know, too. It's like, dude, you guys sat behind that island the entire time, then come around just in time to yoink my kill. Now, a kill's a kill at the end of the day, but it is kind of frustrating in those moments. I thought Karma was going to immediately bite him in the backside, but he managed to dodge those torpedoes. I thought the Abruzzi was going to run face first into that torpedo, but Tiger knows he's not going to get those get hit by that torp, so he's immediately changing course. Now, one thing you'll notice is Tiger's not running Twist and Track or Perceptive, so hunting destroyers is not his primary motive. Most of the time. So he's going to have to be a little bit more selective on where he decides to go. If he can anticipate where the destroyers are, then yeah, he can absolutely find the destroyer. He does have the radar, but to me, personally, I love Perceptive. First of all, you take reduced damage, but second of all, you also end up with a direction finder that tells you the closest, well, the direction of the closest enemy ship, which is huge when hunting destroyers. And when you're in a gunboat that has a smoke and a radar, that should be your #1 priority, is hunting and killing destroyers. Yes, this thing can absolutely farm battleships, but everything can farm battleships, let's be honest. So while you can do that, it should be a tertiary goal. Spartan, bringing out the big words. What the f is tertiary? Well, you have primary, right? Your primary objective should be to locate and destroy enemy destroyers. Your secondary objective should be to capture objectives, especially in a domination, okay? Secure caps. And your tertiary objective should be then to do as much damage as possible. But our cruiser is about to either get yeeted off the planet by that Asashio, or about to yeet that Asashio. But either way, we have a Fenyang versus a Split. This should be an interesting example of what 2 new ships can do to one another. Fenyang engages, does a lot of damage, but has to turn away because now we are hiding in our smoke, and we have that absurd firepower and DPM and a radar. This is literally cheating. It's cheating. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, this is actually cheating. How are you going to give a radar destroyer a smokescreen? People thought, like, Lashun and stuff like that was going to be busted, but, like, for me, I don't understand who came up with the idea that this was a good thing for the game. I mean, it's gonna be great for battleships to get rid of destroyers, because these things are going to be able to easily remove pretty much every destroyer in the game. You thought the Friesland, you thought the Lushun or the Lo Yang with their extended range sonars was tough. Now you've got a radar and a smokescreen that's just going to be able to melt any destroyer that it decides to fight. And it's got stupid And he actually lands a torpedo on the bow of the Plymouth, too. No flood, but you can see as we go out for the Scharnhorst, we're already shooting at the Plymouth. Dangerous to engage a Plymouth at this range, but Plymouth has other problems, so unfortunately, or fortunately, he doesn't actually take a shot at us. Now, closing the distance to a Scharnhorst, obviously this Scharnhorst isn't running a secondary build, or you'd already be getting peppered by secondaries. Also, Scharnhorst managed to shoot at our cruiser rather than the destroyer that's next to him, so he deserves everything that's coming to him. We've put up 185,000 damage. We just got another fire. That's only 9 fires. I know it sounds like a crazy concept for a lot of people when you say only 9 fires, but when you think of certain ships out there putting up, especially with the fire rate that this thing has, when you think of certain ships putting up 20, 25 fires in a game, like getting 10 fires doesn't seem like that big a deal. But it's not just that you're getting 10 fires, it's 10 perma-fires, or a lot of perma-fires. You've also got the torpedoes that can cause floods, and you've got the smoke radar, and that is just absurd, in my opinion. Like, honestly, running a fully packed build with a cruiser commander might not be out of the realm of possibility if it's capable of being done for the Pan-Euros. I'll be honest, I don't remember if it is or not. But it does seem, oh my god, that was good shots by that Scharnhorst. Scharnhorst is sneakily accurate. A lot of people underestimate the Scharnhorst's little 12-inch guns, or whatever, 11.5-inch guns, or whatever they are. But they are very good. But Scharnhorst goes down nonetheless, and we ended up putting up over 200,000 damage with very few torp hits. I think it was 2 torpedo hits that entire game. Yeah, 2 torp hits, 418 hits with the main guns, 10 fires, 4 kills, top of the leaderboard. Confederate high caliber and Witherer, I believe, with 4,057 base XP. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Maybe it was a liquidator. I don't remember. But let me know down in the comments below. Are you guys enjoying the new Pan-Euros? Do you want to see me play the Pan-Euros, the new Pan-Euro destroyers? Let me know. Is it the Pan-Euros that are just out? I think it is, right? One of them's in the early access. But let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see me take these new ships out and give them the once over or the twice over. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.